Today, on Be Something Wonderful, I cracked the code to manifesting and shifting realities instantly. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, good morning and welcome back to the studios of Be Something Wonderful. Here we are continuing to broadcast from the beautiful island of Bonaire in the Dutch Caribbean. I have a powerful video for you today. Over the last few days, we've received several emails of this idea that I've cracked the code. And Tom, your channel has cracked the code. I've cracked the code. Everyone seems to be cracking the code to manifesting and shifting realities. These are the types of things that some of you have been sharing with me. And one in particular, I think it was just this morning, about having all of their financial problems resolved out of nowhere. That they got everything they wanted financially without effort on their part. And then another one of you saying that your SP, after no contact, nothing from this guy for months, or weeks or months, reached out to pick you up at the airport. This is powerful. And then you also told the story of that you thought your laptop was lost at the airport. And you just affirmed, you stood in that identity, that you shifted in that moment to the reality where your laptop was found, that it was safe and sound, and that's what happened. Big story, and we're receiving more and more stories about health and wealth and love. And I'm loving these stories, and we're going to share more of them over the next few days in the context of a powerful metaphysical lesson. Before I get started today, guys, tomorrow we're actually leaving the Dutch Caribbean here and headed back to the States to broadcast more. I just want to again thank ex-pro diver Hens and Sigrid, the founders of ex-pro diver here in Bonaire, Alvaro, who is also part of the family of divers with Hens and Sigrid, and who's been actually for the last few days has been taking me on some guided dives, really powerful. And I just want to thank them for an amazing experience. Also Alejandra, or Alex, who took me through a few courses now, the advanced open water and the rescue diver. And wow, what a powerful teacher she is. She's the one that I've quoted, that she said, Tom, remember, it's about breathing in buoyancy. Everything else is the circus. And I use that as a metaphysical lesson, that idea that it's about I am that person I already desire to be. Everything else is the circus. So this is powerful, and I just want to thank them because now I'm getting my master scuba diver. I received my master scuba diver designation or certification over the last few days after completing all the requirements here with Hens and Alex and Alejandra. I just want to thank them all, guys. It's been an amazing experience. I fell in love with this island so much that I'm going to be coming back probably every few months to dive with Hens and Sigrid and Alvaro and Alex, and also just to enjoy broadcasting from here, right? So xprodiver.com, that's their phone number. Guys, if you're going to be in Bonaire, I say reach out. They're just a wonderful people, and it's a wonderful, warm, family-run organization. And boy, do they really care about you and your experience. So today, on Be Something Wonderful, this is what one of you says. I can't believe it. I can't believe my got resolved out of nowhere, and I got everything I wanted financially without effort on my part. This truly works. We've been hearing this more and more, especially over the last few days with some of the videos that we've released. Of course it works, because you are the works, right? Remember, it's the Father within you that does the work. You're the works, that I amness. We're going to talk about this, hopefully in another way, to move you to this idea that what really shifts you in that instance, what really moves you, right? Because a lot of you have asked questions. What about my autistic child who acts out? What about this stage 4 cancer? Or what about this chronic health condition? Or this skin condition? Or what about these health problems? What about a specific person in a third party? What do I do about all that? What about my family member who has made their physical transition? How do I bring them back? All of these questions come up, and I've answered them in many different ways. many different videos. We have over 3,000 on the public channel, dozens more on the membership channel, as well as 18, 19 live streams, or we're going to have our 19th live stream very soon. I will be announcing that on the membership channel. So let's talk about it like we never have before. Remember, here's the key, and I've been talking with some of you about what really, when did the penny drop for you? When did you make that shift that you knew that you are the shift, that you can manifest or shift anything into any reality instantly in anything that you want? The reminder that it's not linear, right? Whenever you're asking how and why, you're getting caught in the linear experience of reality that seems solid. It seems unchangeable. You see here, those boxes seem solid and unchangeable. The script is written, this is for sure. The current script or the current manifested experience is written. It can't be changed. It's never about changing. It's about choosing. We're always focused on this, what seems like a solid reality, and trying to change it or influence it or get rid of it or something, right? Where the reality of it, that's why Jesus said, judge not according to appearance, but judge righteously, or righteous judgment, is because those apparent solid conditions are always changing. So as you try to influence one certain script, it's written, all of it. You don't alter God. You don't get rid of or add to God. You don't get rid of or alter a script. Any one script, any one reality, any one image, any one possibility. Instead, you choose an alternative because they're infinite. So it's more about now. This gives you the experience of past, present, and future, that linear horizontal experience. That idea that we can experience change in the changeless reality. That's how we experience it. But this is the reality of it. It's all in a now moment. There are infinite scripts. Reality creation manifesting is a decision. Reality creation and manifesting is a decision. A decision in answer to the question, but who do you say that I am? Matthew 16:15, Jesus, your I am awareness. The metaphysical meaning of Jesus Christ, your I am awareness, you deciding who do you say you are. That's why Jesus asked, when he asked his disciples, who do men say that I, the Son of Man, am? They answered with a bunch of things that represented the manifested conditions of 3D reality. Right? Jeremiah, John the Baptist, both people dead and alive, conditions that seem dead and alive, right? All of those. And Elijah, all of them, right? But then Jesus asked them, he presses them, but who do you say I am? In other words, it's not about changing any of these conditions. It's not about being defined by that what seems like a solid manifested reality. It's about deciding who you are here and now. Remember, you're at the center. This is the true nature of reality. Yes, it seems, look at the center here. I'm recreating that horizontal linear experience in the center of this. It seems like a linear, limited, horizontal, parallel experience. But it's really you at the center. And all of these frames are within you. All of them are you. You are the center of that great I am, of that great consciousness. And who you decide you are, you change everything, past, present, and future, in this moment, your identity. It's the ultimate creative act. Think about this. It's the ultimate shift instantly in reality, saying, I am who I am. I am who I imagine, assume, and affirm myself to be. And you can even deny a reality that's not your preference. We talked about that's the true nature of denial. Not denying it, saying it shouldn't exist. Not denying it, saying that it needs to change. Denying it, saying I'm choosing my preferred reality. I'm going to allow that possibility to exist because it does exist, but it's not my choice. You're at the center of all of it. This is powerful. So let's continue this idea. One divine mind, one thought, one emotion. One divine mind we call all that is, or all that you are. God, or the isness of reality. Existence itself, creation is finished. All of it, all potentials are there. Then you have the one thought of God, I am. That's the only thought there ever is. We're seeing that one thought, I am, from infinite perspectives or viewpoints or vantage points. And we create the idea that we're influencing people or sending our thoughts or transmitting thoughts. But we're actually seeing that one thought, that one divine mind from infinite perspectives or infinite viewpoints, that I am. And it's one emotion. We believe we have all of these emotions. We even call ourselves, I'm emotional. Well, you are emotional because you're emotion. You are source energy. So your one emotion, that's love. That's bliss. That's gratitude. That's the one emotion that we see through infinite perspectives, through the infinite viewpoints or assumptions or thoughts of that I am. I am this or I am that, or I am not this or I am not that. But it's all one. Your source energy. So it's about choosing, not changing any of that. There's just one entity. There's just one reality. You don't change it. You choose what part of it you're going to experience. When you imagine, when you assume, when you affirm, remember, and script reality, right? Remember, we've given you many, quote, practical processes, steps and everything in these 3,000 videos. All sorts of videos on that. But what does it really come down to? When you imagine in a state akin to sleep, or just in a relaxed state, imagining that end frame, that imagined end, that reality that you desire, seeing it the way you want to see it, assuming it, affirming it, remembering it. Remember, your memory is a mental image. All memories. Not what you remember and you believe and assume is the truth or what happened. All possibilities exist. All memories exist. So when you do that and when you script reality, when you write it, when you say it, whatever it is, when you paint it, whatever you're doing, you, others in the world, in other words, reality is you, others in the world, but it's just you. The others in the world are coming out from within you. They're a projection or a reflection. How you would like it to be versus how it appears to be, right? Versus how, in other words, how you would like it to be, how you choose it to be, versus how it appears to be, versus how trying to change the script. Do you see the idea here? You have cracked the code to manifesting and shifting realities instantly. Hear it again. When you imagine, when you assume, when you affirm and remember and script reality, you, others in the world, how you would like it to be, how you choose it to be, versus how it appears to be, or in other words, how you're trying to change the script, that appearance, you've cracked the code. Now you're deciding who you are, and that creates your entire life experience. You stop trying to change and fix and improve and feel better about and think better thoughts about realities. Realities, manifested conditions and identities and changing states and circumstances that are not your preference and are not your choice. You've cracked the code. Hear it again. When you stop trying to change, to fix, to improve, to feel better about, to think better thoughts about manifested realities and conditions and identities and changing states and circumstances that are not your preference, that are not your choice, then you have cracked the code. I want you to see this. We have this script that's written that we can't change, we can't alter, all possibilities exist. Yet we believe manifesting and creating our reality is about feeling better about those manifested conditions in hopes that they will change. Thinking better thoughts about a reality that we don't choose, conditions that are not our preference, in hopes that they will change. When the reality is they're always changing in every moment. It's not about feeling better or thinking better thoughts about a manifested reality or a manifested script or manifested circumstances that you don't choose. All of those exist. Or that you don't choose or that you don't prefer. It's about choosing your preferred script. There are infinite scripts. This is powerful today. I'm not sure we've said it this clearly, right? Stop trying to fix and improve and identities and versions of you and all of that, or think better thoughts about it or feel better about your past. Instead, choose your past. Choose the past that's your preference. Choose the identity that's your preference. Choose the reality that's your preference. You're infinite. You don't get rid of, you can't hide from, ignore, or run away from anything in infinity or in reality. It's inclusive. It's an inclusive universe. It's an inclusive infinity. It's an inclusive God. Instead, choose put your focus on your preference. Choose that preference, right? You're all scripts. That's powerful. That's cracking the code. And I know these questions come up. They've come up in live streams. They've come up in sessions. They've come up in emails. Tom, how can I heal chronic or life-threatening conditions? How can I manifest my specific person back and get rid of the third party? How can I heal my autistic son or my kids that have a health condition or some other condition? How can I imagine wealth and abundance when I'm months behind in rent and bills are piling up? How can I bring back a loved one who has died? How can I bring back someone that I believe is dead? Well, you can't. That's the answer. You can't heal something that you believe is chronic. You can't heal something that you believe is life-threatening or terminal because you're assuming it's chronic and terminal. You can't bring back a spouse that you believe is not with you, is not part of you, is not there. You don't get rid of any third party. You put it there when you put your focus on it. You don't heal your autistic son. You see your son or daughter as you would like them to be. You see that ideal. You move to that reality. You don't change any one of those possibilities. You choose the alternative. You choose what you want to see. Right? You're not going to change that reality where bills are piling up or that you're months behind in rent. But that's not your choice. Stop trying to feel better about it. Stop trying to think better thoughts about it. Stop trying to focus on it in hopes that it will change. Instead, decide, choose. Choose what you want. Right? You don't bring anyone back who died. That's an experience. That's one possibility. That's one potential that made their death transition. We've talked that it's a change of form. That's what death really means. That's the metaphysical meaning of death. And it is. It's a change of form. You're no longer physically focused in this particular physically focused personality or reality. But you don't go anywhere. You're always here and now. That's the whole reason that all the spiritual teachers from the beginning of time, have said that there is no death. Well, that's what they mean by that. But you don't that's why you don't manifest anyone back. You move to the reality of your choice. Whatever that is, they're all there. So it's not about changing. The script's written. You can't change the script. But there are infinite scripts. That's a big but. There are infinite scripts. That's why Jesus said to his disciples after asking them, who do men or the people or the manifested conditions or your changing thoughts and feelings or the circumstances or whatever others say that I, the Son of Man, am? And they answer, Jeremiah, John the Baptist, one of the prophets, Elijah. But then Jesus asks again, but who do you say I am? But there are infinite scripts. That's what Jesus is saying. There's infinite possibilities. You're an infinite being. You're a multidimensional being. Who do you say I am? Who do you say you are? The scripts or manifested circumstances are always shifting in every moment. No matter how chronic, how terminal, how solid, how permanent they appear to be. So you're at the center of all possible and probable scripts, realities, and parallel alternative realities and scripts and frames and images. So it's about imagining it the way you would like it to be. See it. If you can't get a visual on it, go to the end assumption that you're already that person you want to be. Affirm it, robotically or otherwise, which we talked about yesterday. You don't change or alter or get rid of any one possibility or probability. You call forth, you summon, you create and manifest the new idea of your reality. Remember, infinity is finished but expanding at the same time. That's why it's infinity. That's the nature of God. It wouldn't be infinite unless it was expanding and finished at the same time. Creation's finished, that's what it means. Creation or infinity is finished, but it's also expanding at the same time, or it wouldn't be infinite. Right? So you don't change or alter any part of that or get rid of it. You call forth, you summon, you create and manifest that new idea of who you are in your reality in every moment by imagining it, by affirming it, by writing it down, by scripting it, but from the idea that there are infinite realities. You're not imagining, scripting, and affirming from the idea that there's one reality, manifested reality, that you want to change. The whole idea of fate, that it's your fate or that it's your destiny, is that every script has its own fate or destiny, but there are infinite destinies, infinite fates. You get to decide. That's why I crack the code to manifesting and shifting realities instantly. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, thank you. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for liking and sharing and commenting on the videos. Thank you for being part of our Facebook group, The Ambassadors, at facebook.com/groups/Be Something Wonderful, for joining us on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Kearin, for joining us on Facebook. Oh, I've already said that. For joining us on our TikTok at Be Something Wonderful. We're all over the place, guys. On social media or anywhere, you can find us either at Tom Kearin or Be Something Wonderful. And thank you for being part of our membership channel. More and more of you are joining in. We're not gonna make those live streams more frequent for sure. And we're talking about more things that we're gonna do. So if you're a member, tune in. If you're not a member, join us or check out the link below. Creators with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studios of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, until next time, with great love, with great light and infinite gratitude, we'll see you soon.